failed, it failed again and then again and again. I can't tell you how many times I failed at things. I can't tell you how many times things have not worked out the way I wanted them to. My name is Jawad and welcome to my channel. Let's talk about my failures. Let's talk about the things I failed at. Let's talk about the mistakes I've made. Let's talk about things that go wrong. How many of you have had things where you failed at, where you've attempted something but it didn't work? Whether it's sports, whether it's learning to repair something, whether it's at a job, you failed at it. You constantly failed at it. You tried your best, but it wasn't enough. The first thing I failed at, I can't even remember the first thing I failed at because there's so many failures. There's so many things that I tried that did not work out, that I wanted it to work out, that I was hoping that it would work out, but yet it didn't work out. Let's talk about me trying to repair a computer. I did not know how to do it. As much as I tried, as much as I attempted to get it right, I got it wrong. And it took me hours to get it right. People expected it to be done right away, which it should have been done right away because it was an easy fix. But I didn't know that, and it took me a long time to be able to fix it. Now I'm able to fix it. Now if I see a computer and I just take a few minutes or a few seconds, I just look at it and I know how to fix it. But I failed at it so many different times. Then let's talk about cars. I didn't know a thing about cars except for basic maintenance. All I knew was, okay, oil change, tire rotation, balancing, take off the wheel and replace the wheel if you ever get a flat. I knew the basics, and I attempted to learn certain things, but not everything, because learning everything is exhausting. If you're constantly trying to learn everything, I don't know if you're going to learn anything, or I don't know how much you can retain at one particular given moment. Work, business, life. How many times have you failed at a relationship? How many times have you failed at finding love? That's happened, and it's okay. It's a learning curve. What would you do with something that you thought was a failure? Would you try again? Would you do something again and again to improve the odds? Or would you always think that it's a failure? Would you try to see every single aspect of your failure and not see it as a failure? Just see it as the next step. See it as, what could I do better? What could I change? What can I see? What can I learn from what has happened? Leave a comment below. Write down failed if you think it's a failure. Write down success if you're going to keep going, if you're going to keep trying, if you know you got this. Then let's talk about work and business, where you want to do the project right, you work hard at it, you try your best, but yet you fail at it. You fail miserably. You're not the first, you're not the last, and you might do it again. You never know. You never know what you're going to fail at and what you're not going to fail at. If you've never attempted something, you never know if you're going to fail it. And you definitely know that you won't fail it because you never tried it. Now let's talk about if you open your first business. If you open your first business and you're too scared. You're too scared of making the wrong move. You're too scared of impressing the right person or the wrong person. You're too scared to make that one move. But it's about time to make that move. It's about time to show that person that you can do it, that it matters to you. But why am I talking about failures? Why am I talking about giving it a try? Why am I talking about this? And imagine trying so many different opportunities, so many different businesses that you wanted to open. Say you wanted to open a flower shop, a cooking bakery, a computer repair shop. You tried so many different things, but yet you had failure after failure after failure. Now let's talk about something also similar in everybody's view. Let's talk about Tesla. They, in the beginning, were about to go bankrupt. They were about to go out of business completely. They pulled a miraculous turnaround and they made a huge, significant difference. Now they're up what their valuation is, 143%. Now look at all the different companies that want to work with them. Look at all the different companies that are envying them. Before, nobody would even give them a penny to help them out, to get them out. Everybody was saying, don't bet on Tesla. But look at what they've done. The reason I started this video is partially because of Elon Musk, because of SpaceX, because of the fact that he has these rockets that are constantly going in space, but yet blowing up, constantly going up, blowing up, constantly going up, and boom. You know how many times they've failed? But yet the one thing that nobody probably realizes, nobody's even paying attention to, nobody even sees, it's not failing. He's actually becoming successful. He's becoming more successful. He is actually helping build better spaceships, because what they're actually developing because of these explosions is because they're going to find a new metal, a metal that will make their spaceships even stronger, more sturdier, and able to go to space back and forth and more times and more frequently without damage to the spaceship. Now look at space flight. You know how many different companies have tried to get space flight where it's consistent, where they can literally take people to space and back, and they want to be able to do this on a consistent basis. But because they found this new metal will turn things around even more. Imagine being more safer in these metals. Imagine using the same metal material that is developed for airplanes, for cars, for so many different other material. Imagine being more safer in everything that you have. Imagine all the benefits. Imagine every single material that's made out of metal, every single material that's made out of carbon fiber or any type of metal material that needs to be stronger, more lightweight, more superior. Now there's going to be another one. Get ready to experience space. Get ready to experience the same material in a most amazing way. My name is Jawad, and thanks for watching.